what are some characteristics of really successful leadership programs that companies put
Yeah.
together?
To me, from my experience and from what I observed, also happened to peers, and from just I'm constantly talking in the engineering community as well, just listening and understanding where we come from and what the senior leaders need from emerging leaders. I feel like the in order to have an effective and successful leadership development program, particularly for developing emerging engineering leaders, a program has to provide work environments that are experiential, immersive,
Mhm.
rotational, and collaborative.
Yeah.
So that would be, I guess, to answer your question, that this, I guess, the secret sauce of what I believe will make an effective leadership development program for the emerging engineering leaders. Experiential because I feel like you can't have experience without getting experience. So at one point, you have to be given the opportunity to go through experiences in order to develop that
Yeah.
resume. So that's essential. Immersive because, as we talked about, my entire life has been all about learning by immersion. Whether that's with English or it's with,
Uh,
just being thrown out there in different departments and just, sink or swim. It gives you a sense of accountability and ownership for your work that you don't get when you are first starting out at a college and you're in your desk just kind of like not knowing what how to drive the company forward, you're just waiting for leadership and direction. When
yeah.
you put yourself out there by immersion, um it's your baby, and it's your name and you're responsible for it, and you have no choice but to make it work. So that's why I believe that immersive experiences are very important to accelerate the development of emerging leaders, as well as rotational. We talked about rotational experiences and just the opportunity to create a network that is outside of where you work, outside of your break those silos in working and really expanding to collaborations. And that's where it ties back to collaborative work environments. Being able to, I feel like a leader needs to be able to understand working effectively with others, needs to be
Mhm.
able to leverage emotional intelligence to be able to work effectively with others, and to be able to understand oneself as well, and understand what they bring to the table, and be very attuned with other people's input and needs as well. So the collaborative aspect breaks into two aspects, and that will be the collaboration with like peers, as you're working, and also the
Mhm.
mentorship aspect of it, just having somebody that you can lean on or come for advice, or somebody that is just looking out for your best interests and and guiding you, and it shortens the learning curve in a lot of ways. So that collaborative aspect of things also accelerates the development of emerging leaders.
Yeah, I think that's a great model, and thank you for sharing some of those insights. And the product
Yeah.
of that is is a leader. So
Thank you so much for watching this segment of the Engineering Success Podcast. If you liked it, make sure to check out the other videos down below that are recommended to you. And if you really like the podcast, make sure to subscribe right down there in the middle. We really appreciate it. It's free to you and helps us a lot out. And last but not least, the best way to help the show grow is to comment down below. So leave your comment if you have any thoughts about this segment. Thanks.
I ain't chasing payments, still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the station.